Hi, all my dear students. My name is Shubhangi Sarunke, and today we are going to see a third chapter of highway engineering, that is construction of road pavement, for 16 marks. So, let me start our third chapter. First, we're going to see what is the content of the third chapter. The content of the third chapter is the type of the road material and the various tests on that road material. Then the second content is pavement. What is pavement? The definition of the pavement, a different structure components of the pavement and their functions. The third point is the construction of WBM road, merit and demerit of WBM road. Fourth point, construction of the flexible pavement. In the flexible pavement, we are going to see about the bitumen road and the type of the bitumen and also the merit and demerit of bitumen road. Then in the fifth point we are going to see about the construction of cement concrete road, the method of construction of cement concrete road, construction procedure, then various types of joint filling material, joint sealing materials, and also merit and demerit of the cement concrete road. So first we are going to see about which all the types of road material and their test is conducted on it. So the type of the road material are soil, aggregate, cement and bitumen. The first material is soil. What is soil? The unconsolidated mineral material of the earth crust is called soil. It means the soil is made up of various types of mineral material which is found on the earth crust which can't be separated from each other. It is known as soil. As you can see in diagram, there is a soil. Then the function and the property of the soil. The function of soil to provide the adequate support to a road pavement. If you see in each and every layer of the road, we use a soil, and the uttermost lowest layer of the road is made up of soil. So the soil is very important, and also the soil will give a main support to our road or to our pavement to provide a stability to a road pavement. Stability means it should not deform or it should not change their shape. So the soil should be stable. It should not change its shape because of the vehicular load or because of the climatic change. To provide a good drainage. Also, the soil should have a property or its function is to provide a good drainage, because if the water is accommodated in the soil, then the soil will lose its strength. If soil loses strength, then obviously the defects will be found on the road. So for that the soil should have, or the function of the soil should have, a good drainage. What is the property of the subgrade soil? First, effective drainage. The soil should have a effective drainage, means the soil should not uh, accommodate water. If the soil catches the water which is not required to a soil, then the soil will lose its strength and soil will not then soil will lose its strength and it will deform. It can change its shape and size, and if it changes shape and size, then the defects will be found on the pavement. The soil should be stable. The strength of the soil should be strong. Incomparable means it should not be compressed while the vehicular load is applied on it. Then the minimum volume change. Because of the climatic change, the soil should not change its shape or should not change its volume because of the climatic change. The dissolved property should be required for the road construction of soil. Now, aggregate. What is aggregate? The inner mineral fragment and the particles forming a major portion of the road pavement is known as the road aggregate. It means it is an inner mineral fragment, means it is made up of by deformation or by crushing a big size stone, and then whatever we are getting by crushing the big size stone or deforming a big size stone, a small size stone, that is known as the aggregate. What is the main function of aggregate? It is used in the construction of the road pavement to bear the shear occur in the road structure because of the vehicular load, and that vehicular load is not constant, and because of it is not the constant load, it will that load will create a shear in the road surface to bear that shear or that stretch. Therefore, we use an aggregate. Also, the aggregate transfer the load of the traffic to the hard base. By doing that, the wearing course or the uppermost layer of the road will not get harmed, and our pavement will be strong. It reduces the impact on a vehicular load of a traffic. Also, it should be so strong that because of the vehicular load, the aggregate should not break or change its shape. Now, the type of the road aggregates. The first type is crushing stone aggregate. This type of road aggregate is obtained by crushing of the stone by using a roller crusher to a required size. This type of aggregate, we can make it whatever size we required by simply crushing a big stone into a small by with the help of roller crusher. Which stone we are using for this, that is a granite and limestone, etc. The second type of road aggregate is gravel. They are round and smooth rock fragment of diameter 2 mm size. The gravels or a hard rock of 5 to 10 centimeter in a dia are used for the road aggregate. It means it is in gravel which we can found near a glacier or near a beaches. If you see, this aggregate is of the round shape and it also have a smooth surface. So the diameter of the surface should be of 2 mm, more than 2 mm, and also it should be rock, also it should be hard, and it should not roll because of the traffic load. So its diameter which we are going to use, that is of 5 to 10 centimeter. The rock which we have found, or gravel which we are usually using for our road constructions, are glacial gravel and a beach gravel, etc. Then the type of the road aggregate is sand. This is a natural material obtained from the weathering of the sandstone. It consists of the angular, irregular, or a round, loosely grained of silicate. It may be natural sand or artificial sand. This type of aggregate is usually formed near the coastal areas like a river sand, sea sand, etc. We can see near a sea or near a river whatever sand we have seen. This is a type of aggregate, and that is known as in sand. It is of the angular shape, it can be of irregular shape, or it can be a round shape also. The next type of road aggregate is a slag. It consists of a number of the aluminum silicate of calcium and magnesium mineral that are formed in some basic igneous rock. In the igneous rock, we can found sometime there is aluminum silicate of calcium and magnesium mineral that if we break that igneous rock into a small size, we get a slag. A slag means it is known as a chippy. A chippy like stone means it is of a flat shaped aggregate which usually found in the form of or with usually origin from igneous rock. Then bitumen material. Bitumen material. First bitumen, asphalt, tar, bitumen emulation and cutback bitumen. First we see what is bitumen. A bitumen is a carbohydrate material of either a natural or pyrogenous origin. Means bitumen is a hydrocarbon material. It is a hydrocarbon material which either can be naturally formed or it can be formed with the help of kerosene or petroleum product. It is soluble in the carbon disulfide. Carbon disulfide is a chemical. If the stone of the bitumen is placed or is dissolved in the solution, obviously in carbon disulfide, the stone will get dissolved in the solution. It may be in solid, semi-solid, liquid or gaseous form. A bitumen can be found in any of this form, that is solid, semi-solid, liquid or gaseous form. The source of bitumen is natural asphalt and petroleum. Obviously, the bitumen is a petroleum product, though the source from where the bitumen we get, that is a natural asphalt or from a petroleum product. What is the property of bitumen? Usually, it is found in the solid or semi-solid state. It will melt and give a historic oil when heated. If you see the work is carried out on the road, then you can feel or you can feel that smell, and that smell is really horrible. It possesses the adhesive property when soft by heat. Adhesive property means it can stick. It has a sticky property, adhesive property that can be stick to materials like when the aggregate is been mixed with an bitumen, then we can form a very good layer. It is completely soluble in carbon disulfide. It is a chemical, carbon disulfide, in which the bitumen is completely soluble. Asphalt. What is asphalt? A material or the mechanical mixture in which the bitumen is associated with the inner mineral material. It means that bitumen in asphalt, the bitumen is mixed with an inner mineral matter. Whichever the inner mineral matter is present, if we mix it with an bitumen, the result which we found, that is asphalt. Then the type of asphalt. There are two types of asphalt: natural asphalt or the residual or a petroleum asphalt. What is natural asphalt? An asphalt, when found, has a naturally deposited. It is known as a natural asphalt. For example, lake asphalt or a rock asphalt. Asphalt can be formed nearby a lake or nearby in the rock. If bitumen is mixed by an inner mineral matter, then the product is formed, that is known as the asphalt. Then it can be in the form of rock, the residual or a petroleum asphalt. When the asphalt is prepared by distillation of pure petroleum in a refinery process, when we distill a bitumen in a petroleum product, then whatever the result we are getting, that is asphalt, and this asphalt is known as a petroleum asphalt or a residual asphalt. Residual means whichever the left after curing a distillation of the pure petroleum product, whichever the residual we obtain, that is known as a residual asphalt. Then what is tar? the residual product obtained by destructive distill of organic matter such as coal, oil, wood, etc. When we when we destructively distill of an organic matter means which all matter, that is a coal, oil, wood, then whatever leftover product we are getting after destructive distill, that product is known as a tar. The raw tar consists of 72 to 95% of bitumen, and the in India the Standard Institute have specified the 5 grade of the raw tar for its uses. The raw tar is used for the sealing purpose. Also the tar is used for a DPC purpose. Then bitumen emulation, a liquid product obtained by vigorously stirring up the mixture of two unmixable liquid. When we mix a two unmixable liquid, whatever the product we are getting, that is known as a bitumen emulation. A bitumen emulation contains 85 to 65% by the weight of bitumen material. This can be used on a normal temperature without heating and suitable for a damp surface. Wherever if there is a waterproofing, or whenever we need a waterproofing, we can use the bitumen emulsion. It will block the water and it will not allow water to come out from that surface. So we can use it on a normal temperature also. The next one is a cutback bitumen. In a cutback bitumen, the solution of the cutback bitumen in the volatile solvent is known as a cutback. When we mix the bitumen in the volatile solvent means a gaseous or a kerosene. When we mix it in in the gasoline or in the kerosene, the material which are formed, that is known as a cutback bitumen. Cutback asphalt containing nearly 80% of bitumen material and 20% of a solvent, means 80% we have to take the bitumen, 80% of bitumen we have to mix in the solvent, and the product which we are getting, that is a cutback bitumen. The solvent usually used as a gasoline or a kerosene. So this is all about the bitumen and aggregate and soil. In our next video we are going to see about what is cement. Thank you.